I want a VW van. For the longest time, I wanted a VW Bug, you know. Punch for buggy, no punch back. Oh, I hate it when people do that. I just want to... The famous 8,000 calorie sandwich is a French loaf hollowed out and filled with 1 jar of smooth peanut butter, 1 jar of grape jelly, and a pound of bacon. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't. What do you guys have to say about that? Holy shit. Hi, you guys. Welcome to Tub Time. I'm Lisa, Chef Wannabe. Welcome, 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 you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Oh, man. You know, today I have, what is this? What is it? Turby twist? You guys, so today I have Turby twist on my head. You guys, I've had these Turby twist wrap thingies for years and I've never used them, but today I thought, you know, why the hell not? Hi girl, how you doing? Okay, so I know I'm being silly today, but so you guys, I only have a little while before I actually have to head out again for a lunch. Hubby and I are meeting a couple wonderful friends. Actually, the fella is a good friend of mine that I work with, and it's his wife, who I haven't met yet, except through a door when she was having a bath. Isn't that sweet? Anyways, hi guys, you know who you are. So today I finally get to meet her. Anyway, yeah, so beer and wings. So I cannot be here for too long, but you guys, I have everything already dog-eared in the magazine today, and it is our little ponies. Yes. Okay, so let's get started. Okay? Yeah. Man. And my tub is a perfect temperature, you guys. Usually it's too hot for me, but this time I thought, you know what? I'm going to make it a perfect temperature, and I'm going to be able to relax and stuff. And because my hair is clean and stuff, and I didn't want to get it wet, so Turby twist, you're on. Remember, you guys? Do you remember me saying, if I can put it on my head, I'm going to put it on my head? Well, it happened. Okay, so anyway, the first article in the Pony magazine today. Well, oh wait, glasses. Must have glasses. Have glasses will travel. You guys, I can't travel without my glasses because why? Oh, fogged up. No. Because I love to read and stuff all the time. I love to read, you guys. And if I don't have any glasses when I'm traveling, I'm screwed because I can't, well, I can read, but it's kind of like, you know, it strains your eyes and you're like kind of squinting and stuff all the time. Maybe that's why I have these wrinkles. Okay, anyways, why is that is the question. Why is that? Why aren't we supposed to wear white after Labor Day? Have you ever hauled on a pair of white pants in the middle of September and wondered if the fashion police were going to come knocking on your door? After all, wearing white after Labor Day has long been hailed as the ultimate fashion faux pas. Where did this supposed rule come from? As with many of life's peculiarities, there's some debate and a couple of different theories as to how this idea originated. Someone says white has traditionally been worn in warm weather and for summer sports like tennis, first played in the 1860s because it hides unsightly sweat stains better than darker colors and because it reflects light, keeping you cool. Well, you guys, you know, I can't stand wearing white. Why? Because I don't like the yellow stains and stuff. Yeah, seriously? Even like light colors, bright colors, like a light yellow, a light blue, whatever. No good for me. No good for me. Back in the 19th century, wearing shorts and t-shirts wasn't an option, so you kept cool by wearing suits and long dresses in lightweight, light-colored fabrics, if you could afford to, that is. Wearing white was associated with people who could afford to indulge in summer vacations and leisure activities, or is it leisure? And who could afford to have their clothes regularly cleaned. Since white was a color of choice for those wealthy enough to swap the stifling heat of the city for a leisurely getaway to the lakeside or seaside, this made a clear distinction between the haves and have-nots and helped distinguish between the old money folks and the nouveau rich. Basically, if you had insider knowledge and money and prestige and fell in line by following the fashion rules of the society ladies, you were part of the club. When Labor Day was made an official holiday both here in Canada and the US in 1894, it came to symbolize the end of summer, when you returned from your summer home to the city and resumed wearing darker colors, which were more practical for urban life. The tradition of not wearing white after Labor Day was in place by the early 20th century. It's never been an official rule, but for many decades it would have been considered gauche. Gauche? Gauche. At least among the elites of the East Coast, where these traditions originated, and where there was a clear division between summer and winter, both in temperatures and in lifestyles. The big fashion magazines of the day, which were headquartered in large centers like New York City, helped set the tone for what was acceptable to wear and when. And when the trendsetters ditched their white clothing in favor of darker attire at the end of summer, others followed suit. Of course, rules were meant to be broken, yes, and when it comes to fashion, it's often the rule breakers who become the trendsetters. Even the late fashionista Coco Chanel rocked white year-round. Haha, nice. Today, almost anything goes in fashion. Of course, you can wear white after Labor Day. Winter white is a thing, a slightly creamier hue, in winter fabrics like wool or fur. As a Californian, I cling to the traditional exception that white can be worn after Labor Day in resort climates. There's no need to stop wearing white, if it feels like summer year-round where you live. But I draw the line at wearing white shoes after Labor Day. Haha, probably because they'd be full of mud. That's right. Okay, that's amazing. Yeah. Color me yellow. What rescuers first believed to be an exotic bird found near Haddonham, Buckinghamshire, United Kingdom, turned out to be an ordinary bird with an extraordinary problem. The bright yellow fowl was just a regular herring gull that had somehow gotten covered in curry powder or turmeric. Nicknamed Vinny for Vindaloo curry, it was captured and taken to a nearby wildlife hospital where it was given a thorough cleaning. Sucks to be him. A Canadian man was fined $15,000 for bringing some unusual creatures into the country. He had just arrived at the Toronto Pearson International Airport from a trip to Russia when a dog smelled his suspicious cargo. When his carry-on luggage was checked, officials found 4,788 live medicinal leeches. Have sauna will travel. Someone in Estonia finally carried out an idea he'd had for years. Turned his yellow 1984 Audi 100 Avant into a functional sauna. He'd first thought about it when he tried to rent a sauna for a friend's birthday, but found it too expensive. He calls his invention the San Audi, and it can reach interior temperatures of up to 60 degrees Celsius. Better yet, the car is still drivable, so he can take the sauna on the road. Oh my God. Ultimate pillow fight. The small town of Ito, Japan, has been the host of the All Japan Pillow Fighting Championship since 2013. What is that noise? 2 teams of 5 people face off, and they both have a king that must be protected from being hit. They all start the match under a duvet cover. And when the buzzer sounds, they leap into action with their armory of pillows. Okay. Mystery of teeth. An archaeologist sifting through things dug up on Water Street in St. John's, Newfoundland, found some of the usual things like broken dishware, but he recently made a surprising discovery: 79 human teeth. Not believed to be a grave or burial site, it is more likely that sometime, maybe over a century ago, there was a dentist or someone doing dentistry working here. Eee. Let's see. Food for fun. Oh, little lobster. On a visit to his grandparents' home, 3-week-old Jacob Farr risks sleeping through dinner. Oh, look. Going modern. Just before I began my teaching career in 1968, my father said to me one day, "Ivan, you talk different from we. Now, not like the crowd around the bay." I had always wanted to write something about my Newfoundland roots, but never felt compelled to actually do it until several of my experiences came together late last summer. First, as a student of languages, I have developed a deep appreciation for all languages, all speech varieties, including their standardized forms as learned in schools and the colorful dialects spoken by my Newfoundland ancestors. Second, this past summer, after tearing down the rotted white picket fence around grandfather's old Knights Cove house on Alwards Lane, I was using his pick and shovel to uproot a few small trees that would eventually grow to block our view of the cove. After uprooting several of them, a friend from down the lane stopped by and said, "Ivan, you're just going to kill yourself doing that. I just bought a small backhoe that I'll bring over to get rid of your trees." When he finished, I asked, "How much do I owe you for doing all that?" He replied in a truly genuine way, "Go on by, for I gives you a smack." Third, while roasting hot dogs over a small fire at the end of Elliston's Sandy Cove Beach, I picked up a piece of driftwood to stoke the simmering fire. My daughter asked, "Where did you find that stick?" "It's a lobster pot lat that drifted ashore." "Dad, it's not a lat, it's a lay. It's spelled Lathe," she corrected me. I politely replied, "Out on these rocky shores, I don't want book language. I prefer soul language." Ooh, the deadly legacy of a tsunami. Ooh, you guys, tsunamis freak me out, hey? They do they go into shore and then they go away. And then they come back in. Way bigger, way crazier than the first time. You guys, people do not even realize that it's coming again. They think, "Oh, geez, that really sucked." And then all of a sudden, there's this huge, massive friggin' wave coming again. And it's massive. Oh my God. Tsunamis. Oh, incredible. Crazy, incredible. Anyway, there's a book here called The Wake, The Deadly Legacy of a Tsunami. It won't be long before the tsunami that struck the Burin Peninsula in 1929 will have disappeared from living memory. Those who remember it now are fewer and fewer. And for that reason alone, best-selling author and retired CBC journalist Lyndon McIntyre's book, The Wake, The Deadly Legacy of a Tsunami, comes just in time. McIntyre uses that catastrophic event as a hook on which to hang a larger tale involving the fishery, foreign ownership of natural resources, and of course corrupt government. But The Wake is also a story of the trials and tribulations that have beset the people of St. Lawrence and the surrounding area almost since the get-go, with occasional side forays into how miserable life was for the people in Newfoundland and Labrador in general. McIntyre, who was born in St. Lawrence and whose father worked at the fluorspar mine there for 2 years before moving the family back to Cape Breton, clearly wants to pay homage to the people of the area who suffered so cruelly yet managed to maintain their humanity and basic decency throughout. McIntyre's ability to string words together in the most compelling way cannot be denied. The Wake is a must-read for students of Newfoundland and Labrador history, and for all Canadians uninformed about the youngest province with the oldest history, but it's also a pleasure to read. Happy birthdays. Happy birthday. We have another story here from Paul Warford. Okay, you guys ready? I love reading his stories. Okay. Happy Birthdays by Paul Warford. All right, everybody. I'm afraid I don't have a lot of time for chit-chat. I need to get to the mall and browse last-minute wife gifts. Andy's birthday is in 4 days, and I haven't even picked up her big gift yet. This year, I'm buying her a tent because she loves camping, and our tent is a 2-man children's model. I guess that makes it a 2-kid tent. I can't remember if I told you about buying it before a trip to Europe we took a few years back. The plan was to bunk in hotels, but we'd camp here and there to save money, just past the entrance of Canadian Tire. This was a day or two before departure. I saw a shelf full of 2-person tents at a great price, so I immediately took one to the checkout. I didn't realize it was a children's tent until we were packing. Did we use it? We did. Andy is tall enough for roller coasters, but she's only 5'3". I'm no NBA star at 5'11", but I could only sleep inside the tent by stretching corner to corner with the canvas jammed against my face and the soles of my feet. So I figure it's time for an upgrade. The custom-made Happy Camper mugs with our names on them and matching bowl for the dog should act as a bonus gift. The day is all planned out because I was lucky to have Andy tell me the plan this year. We're going whale spotting on a boat tour. Some of our friends have already reserved seats on deck. And there's a good chance we'll all grab dinner together if we make it back to land. The activity is a stark contrast to my own birthdays, when I just want my friends to sit around the house and play video games and maybe order pizza. I'd be okay with something more lively, like laser tag or hitting a few choice slices at the driving range, but I'm content to just be near those I love and have people spend money on me. I've come to learn during these 4 years of marriage that when one of our birthdays comes around, we both get to don the party hat. Whether it's her birthday or my own, we each get to have a special day where we can pretend we're on vacation and the only thing that truly matters is ensuring we enjoy ourselves. I like days like that. Adulthood seems to have so few of them. Both of our birthdays are full of laughs and friends and the odd cake stand. Only one of us gets presents, but who needs those? My wife does. She loves presents, and she acts like a kid about them, asking me what I got her, trying to guess, pleading with me to let her open them early no matter how much thought or cash I put into her gift. She always surprises me with what she cherishes most. Maybe I've bought her a slick new pair of running shoes, but all she cares about is the coffee mug I picked up on a whim, shaped like Captain America's head. When my dad turned 50, his friends were eventually forced to park at the nearby high school because our rather large yard were too full of cars. The wives sipped white wine while the husbands poured cola over lambs, stirring the drinks using their pinky fingers. I marveled at the crowd and tried to use the occasion as an excuse to stay up late. I think of that evening when the February sleet sheens the cars on my birthday because I've never had a birthday party as well attended as Dad's. I wonder if I ever will. Maybe not, but that's okay. The important thing is I have a best friend to celebrate them with. Oh my goodness. The origin of Newfie. All right. It is well documented in books relating to our military history of World War II that the term Newfie or Newfie John was used exclusively in relating to the Canadian Naval Base or St. John's. The earliest reference to the terms that I found in my research was 1941. The Royal Canadian Navy, together with the Royal Navy, established a major naval base in St. John's in early 1941 for convoy escort service, and it became known as the Newfie John Canadian Base of Operations for the Newfoundland Convoy Escort Force. Holy shit, what a name. In early June 1941, the first convoy sailed from St. John's, Newfoundland to Londonderry, Northern Ireland, and became nicknamed the Newfie Derry Run. In 1942, the British light cruiser HMS Newfoundland came on the scene. For nearly 20 years, she served in many theaters of war and won many battle honors. Again, as a sort of shorthand, she became known affectionately as the Newfie. Having been an honorary member of the HMS Newfoundland Association and overseas correspondent for them for about 12 years, I am well aware of the word Newfie appearing in their publications referring to their ship. In recent years, before their association folded, some members visited St. John's, or Newfie John, on November 11th to lay a wreath at the War Memorial. They were also screeched in and had a great time. In summary, the port of St. John's, or Newfie John, oh no, I'm starting to sweat, you guys. What? I even used a cooler tip this time. Oh, man. Okay, in summary, the port of St. John's, or Newfie John, was a great place to be during World War II for the Canadian and British soldiers stationed here, as they were warmly welcomed and there were many places for dances and refreshments. No doubt these sailors have many fond memories of having served in Newfie John. Ooh, jigging for joy. Here you guys, look, these guys are cod jigging. Jigging for joy on a warm and overcast summer day in July during the 2019 food fishery, skipper Lee Tremblett of Bonavista treated several tourists to a delightful afternoon on the water. Kim Plowman of Portugal Cove, St. Philip's, Newfoundland, captured the pure joy of cod fishing in this series of photos. The exuberant jigger is Brenda Luco of Calgary, Alberta, who confesses to being a wannabe Newfoundlander. Her helpmate is Darcy Noble of Bonavista. Aww, she's a wannabe, you guys. Oh, ooh, look at this picture, you guys. That is a huge moose. Just found out our property that we picked up to build a little cabin. We just found out from a neighbor that there were 2 huge moose apparently walking around. They were in his field, and he's a neighbor, so they probably went through our field too. Well, you know, oh my. Oh. Big moose. You guys, moose are okay, and moose tastes great, but you do not want to piss off a moose, you guys. Do not. Do not. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Our Little Ponies, which is what this one is all about. Okay, so I'm not going to read too much. I'm just going to read a couple little articles on the ponies. She was born July 1, 2019 in Bay Roberts, Newfoundland, named Dawson's Beaumont Hamill. This little Newfoundland pony on this month's cover not only honors a significant piece of Newfoundland and Labrador war history, she's also a symbol of hope for a threatened, beloved breed. Aww. But she is beautiful, isn't she? Yes. Oh, Oh, this little one is called Salty. They're salty. Ah, so cute. As of August 1st, there were 6 foals born in 2019 in Newfoundland and Labrador. And a few more are expected to be born before the year is out. Plus, the Society is aware of more than 10 Newfoundland pony mares in other provinces and in the U.S. that have given birth or are due this year. From the time they are mature enough, 2 to 3 years old, until they are 15 to 18 years old, mares can be bred as long as they're healthy. The gestation period is about 11 months. Holy cow, this is a long time. And the mares generally only carry 1 foal at a time. When the babies are born, they're not long getting on their feet. Typically, newborn foals should be standing within their first hour and nursing within 2 hours. Their first steps are tentative, but within a few days, the little ponies are kicking up their heels and frolicking in the field. Okay, let's see. I'm going to read one more. Oh, Life on Wheels. You guys, I want a van. I want a VW van. For the longest time, I wanted a VW Bug, you know. Punch for buggy, no punch back. Oh, I hate it when people do that. I just want to... Okay, anyway. Around the world and across Newfoundland and Labrador in a vintage camper van. In the early hours of a July morning, a white 1980s era VW Vanagon camper van with European license plates rests in the parking lot of Bullring Park off Waterford Bridge Road in St. John's, Newfoundland. In a few hours, this gravel parking lot will be full, but for now, that van is alone. Inside, Betty and Tanja, I think it's Tanja, and their dog, Jago, or is it Hago, and is it Tanha? I don't know, you guys. Sometimes J's or H's, I don't know. Somebody correct me, I don't know. Anyway, they are waking up. Soon, the side door will be open and they will step outside, coffee in hand, to greet the day. For the past 2.5 years, Benny and Tanja, originally from Germany, have been traveling around the world in their home on wheels. First, in a what? Unimog? What the heck is that? And more recently, in the VW Synchro Vanagon. Oh my God. They've been to 16 or 17 countries so far, covering Eastern Europe, Northern Africa, and Canada in the Unimog. It was on that cross-Canada trip, done in the dead of winter, that they realized the Unimog was too big. Returning to Germany, they swapped vehicles, choosing the Vanagon for its size and its off-road capabilities. Oh man, that's cool. I'm going to give you guys a close-up. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yes. Ooh. Recipes. Oh my God. What one is... Oh, that looks so good. Western crepe omelet. You guys, I dog-eared this one. Look at that. That looks so good. Oh, yes, baby, yes. Ooh. Sandwich. Oh, did you guys know the name Sandwich came from a fella who was, what was he? The Earl of Sandwich. Yes, I'm going to read that story now, but I remember that from my history books. Okay. Sandwich. Though these handy eats have been around in some form since the Middle Ages, they got their modern name from the Earl of Sandwich, 1718 to 1792, the famous lover of food between slices of bread. That's right. And this article is about Elvis Presley. Look at that handsome devil right there. Look at that. Yes. He's got lips just like a friend of mine. You know who you are. That little up on one side, yeah, a sexy lip. The Fool's Gold Loaf was a favorite snack of Elvis. Oh my God, I can't believe how much I'm sweating. The Fool's Gold Loaf was a favorite snack of Elvis Presley, according to the Colorado Mine Company restaurant that makes it and served it to him. The famous 8,000 calorie sandwich is a French loaf hollowed out and filled with 1 jar of smooth peanut butter, 1 jar of grape jelly, and a pound of bacon. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't. What do you guys have to say about that? Holy shit. Oh, man, you find out new stuff all the time, right? April 2 is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day in the United States, the country where the average citizen will have eaten about 1,500 of these sandwiches before they graduate high school. Oh my God. Not me, you guys. Any of you guys in Newfoundland eat that many? Holy shit. I can't even imagine. And here, you guys, this is the gift page. This is the gift page. There's a lot of stuff on here, man. There's so much stuff on here I want. Look at all this stuff. Here, look at this. Man. Oh, and that's it. Oh, no. Oh, no. And I just saw something. I want to show you guys. I just saw something. Where's it? You guys, I got that sweater. I ordered it and I got it. I'm going to actually do a video, an actual mukbang video with a bunch of Newfie food, and I'm going to wear my sweater, and I'm going to just, and she's going to be there too. Anyway, you guys, listen. I gotta go. This is the end of my book for today. Take care. Thank you so much for joining me yet again. Thank you for coming into Tub Time with me. Yeah. Okay, bye guys. Take care. Ooh.